Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Happy Easter. This is Guido coming at you from the left side of the Atlantic with a coffee talk.
Alice Pilgrim from the correct side of the Atlantic, yet again shilling with the Easter mug, a Guido Easter mug. Buy one today.
How's it an Easter mug?
It's just like, I don't know, you can put an egg in it, I guess.
Today's Easter and it's a mug.
Yeah,
Today,
it's
yeah,
it's an all-season mug, this. Easter, Christmas, hot pizzas, everything. Just buy one.
the Easter mug because today's Easter and this is a mug. I've got a Sumatra blend today. Delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a different one every morning, or do you
I
have your
have
favourite?
three different. Well, I have four different ones right now. I've got Sumatra, which is just a K cup. I have the two that the guys have sent me. One from Highwire
Nice.
Roasters, the other one from Orange County Roasters, which I'm on my last
Hi.
bag of that. The high wire ones, I'm halfway through one bag and heading on to the other one. And then I have some Koenig or Kona or whatever it is,
Right.
some Swedish coffee that I really like, but it's in reserve.
That was
So
it. You have, yeah, I do that with my tea. I have some specialty that's just for me on special days.
is it when you're taking your bubble bath and
Yes,
lighting
exactly.
the
I've only got my
candles?
candles up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Like I said, Guido and Pilgrim coming at you with a coffee talk. We're going to talk some tanks. Happy Easter. Whether you celebrate it or not, happy Easter anyway. And man, there's just we were talking about Pilgrim and I. There's not a whole bunch going on there. I mean, there's a lot going on, but there's not a lot new going on. I guess not a lot new going on. But we'll go ahead and start off with the old where is Guido stuff. Battle Pass 42. You can see that up above there. So I'm on 42. Pretty soon going to get my char. That'll be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, a couple weeks I think by the time I get it. 100 battle challenge ongoing. It's been pretty fun actually doing the battle pass at tier 6. I played a bunch of tier 6 lately.
Yeah, it's interesting that, isn't it? People go seal clubbing, but actually, tier six is about the optimal for battle pass, isn't it? It is the optimum tier.
Yeah, because at 100 points you get 15 extra, so you get a 15% bonus at 100 points, whereas all
Yeah.
the rest of the tiers, the bonus is not nearly as much. It increases, but in proportion to the base number, it's a lot less. Of course, you can
Mm.
get more points on those, so 100 points and you're done with your tier 6. You can't play anymore.
Yeah.
To get the
Yeah.
points. You can get the dailies done with it. That doesn't matter, but you don't get the extra points, so sort of no reason to. But it's also let me go back and revisit a bunch of tanks I played maybe 10, 15, 20 times and boost them
Yeah.
up to the 50s or 60s and then get battles wise, and then it'll be easier to bring them up to 100 battles later. I mean, you can see
Yeah.
that's what's left down here. You and I are in the way, but these are, let's see, one, two, three, four, five. I've only got 15 tanks left at tier 6 of the ones that
Oh,
have less than 100 battles. So, been cruising along. I mean, 42 is it's 50 for each one, so 2,000 points. Is that right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and some change,
Yeah.
2,200 or
Yeah.
2,100 or
Yeah.
what? 2,100, I guess. Math in public.
See, I mean, we before we came on air, we chatted about, I just couldn't really face the grind, but actually, it's not so much the grind. It's taking the focus away from the gameplay for me. That's why I use that spare gold to get all the way. I remember from last year, I was intent on trying to get the levels done, so I would probably play 10 or 15 games more than I would normally do. Get all that frustration because every battle was a loss, and because I wanted the next level. So I thought, you know what, this year, bang, get it out of the way. I've got spare gold. Let's do it, and I've not even thought about it. The only thing
Have,
that gets me now, I'm earning progression points, but they're
right.
never going to carry over, are they? They're not going to carry over to the next season
I don't think
because
so.
I'm
No,
not, there's nowhere to
no.
collect them.
Is there nothing past 150?
No, there's nowhere it's collected. Well, I say there's nowhere. I can't find anywhere where they're collecting those progression points. So because I've finished it, I'm still earning progression points, but they don't count for anything. They
Did
don't
you have
go
to
to the
go
next
through
season.
all of the choice things?
Yeah, yeah, that was a pain in the arse.
I was gonna say that must have. I mean, there must have been
Wait,
20 or
do you want
30 of
this? Do you
those.
want this? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I paid the gold. I took about half an hour going through all that lot. I was like,
yeah.
I wish I hadn't have done this
It kind
now.
of forces you to do it right then, huh? Well, that's not true. I guess you can
Absolutely.
click out of it, can't you, and do it later if you wanted to.
So yeah.
Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Odd Dog and Bonzi. How's everybody doing? Yep, happy Easter to you. Of course, now the cat's crying. So I let the cat out. He cried. I let him out. The wife and I are filling up
Do you
the
like that
eggs.
cat?
Yeah, as we were talking about, I'm doing eggs for two 18-year-olds and a 17-year-old. Awesome. Anyway, we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt, I guess. And
Yep.
so the cat's like, let me out. So we let him out. Doing the eggs. Meow meow. Now he's at the back door. Let him in. Comes raging in. Goes by the dog. Slaps the dog. Dog chases the cat. Cat's running all over everything. And then he wants to go out again.
Superb. Superb.
Yeah, he's
Superb.
you can't see it, but he's sitting there. I've got glass on my office doors right there, and he's like this.
Yeah.
That's my
Because
impression.
what cats do. Cats are so anti-human. They just sit there in their.
I'm gonna see.
Look at
Let me
me.
see if I can actually. No, I don't have. It's not long enough. I so
It's not
want
gonna do it.
Yeah, I just want to. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if we can do this. Dude, he's got the dumbest cat look on his face right now. There we go. Did that work? Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. I know. We've gone off the rails. We've gone
That's
off
all right.
the
I
rails,
did
Philbin.
early on. Let's do it. It's Easter.
All right, Easter cat. Let me upload this real quick. So while I'm going to try to multitask here. Next stream will be Friday. I will stream.
Right.
I will stream Monday afternoon for Stack Up. Torkin, what's going on, man? Right back at you, my friend. Right back at you.
Works.
So Friday and Monday. Why? See, I can do this in seconds flat if I'm not doing something else.
Well, exactly that. While
know
you're
what I mean?
doing that, I'll talk. Go on,
Okay,
you
please
focus on
do.
that because Silver has just subscribed with Prime for 24 months. Wow.
Silver,
Good on
thanks,
you, bud.
man. Awesome. Appreciate that. Welcome as well. Twerkin's in the house. Happy fake Easter. Oh, do we have have we got a Orthodox person?
Denier?
We got an
An Easter
Orthodox
denier?
person. We got an Orthodox person in the house here.
Oh,
Shall we
dear.
have an argument over the specific days this all happened?
Can we get to when was Jesus actually born? Was it Christmas? No, it was a Roman holiday. That wasn't it. We could go down this road now, can't we? A Greek holiday. What?
It was
Christmas?
Greek?
No, Easter.
My sister's Orthodox for somehow. I don't know how that happened. Having grown up Methodist, she has become Orthodox. But yeah, so all her holidays are shifted.
Well, do you know what? I would do that just to have two holidays every occasion. I'd have two Easters, two
Not a bad
Christmas.
idea. That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're
I've
almost
got a
there.
question from Raven.
What's the question?
The question is, morning gents, what is your view of the Object 244? I was considering purchasing it, but I already have the IS2M, only selling as a duo package in the Object 244. If you've already got the IS2M, I don't know. It depends very much on what you consider, you want to spend your money on, to be honest. But IS2M? Yeah,
Is he asking
I
about the
have
IS2M or the 244?
No, he's on about the 244, but he's got the IS2M. I think he might probably doubling up on stuff there, but that's up to you.
I'll tell you what, the 244 is considerably better than I remember it. I do have a review. Who asked the question?
Raven.
Revan. I do have a review on the 244, I believe. So if you go to my YouTube channel, the link should come up here in a minute. I don't know, it's probably a year ago, I guess it came out or something like that. So you'll find that Object 244. I did the review, I was fairly lukewarm on it. The one thing about it that's weird is it's a tier 6 Russian heavy with a little pew gun. Like one, I don't know, what is you can see it in my garage right there, obviously.
The 85 mil, is it?
Is it an 85?
Well, I'm
It is
sure.
where is that? Why does it not tell me that? Naturally. Do I just have to hover over to see it? 85. So it's a little 85 millimeter, and it's got a 180 alpha. So it's kind of like or exactly like the T-34-85M's gun.
Yeah.
But I will say, I've enjoyed it because I've actually played it a bit lately. This is now one of the tanks I'm bringing up to 100. So you can see I got 12 points on it, and I do well in it now. 77% on 13 battles is a low sample size, but if you recognize the almost 1,000 XP, it's better than it seems, I guess, is the bottom line, man. The M is the best of the IS variants.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing about the M, somebody asked that question on the forum lately too. The thing about the M is, it's tier 7, isn't it? Is that it's got this spaced armor on the side. This shoulder armor here and here just jacks with people, and especially heat shooters who are used to just shredding ISs. So if you look at the IS-2, that's not there, right? So the armor profile is similar, but it's just enough different that it works better. It really does. Yeah. So everything else is pretty much exactly an IS variant. So
I'm quite surprised that you find the 244 better than you remember, as you say, because yeah, I mean, when you start to look at the T-34 variants, they're all, there is only one T-34 variant that's worth having, in my opinion, but, again, that's the M version and so on.
Yeah. Because
basically the Object 244 is just a variant of the T-34 type idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
But with an 85mm gun on a heavy, I struggle with it. I really do. So, I don't know. You found a play style for it, I guess.
I don't know why it works for me. I am a little bit surprised by it. I don't really know why it works for me, but I'll tell you it does. I've got a good crew in it, so that's part of it probably. You can see they've got 5 skills. This is my IS-3 crew, which I've had since the beginning of time. Good morning, Cryo Tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So that's the view on that, man. Hopefully that helps. What was there more to the question? Morning, gents. View on the 244 considering purchase. I already have the 2M. Oh yeah, so you'll get the gold for the 2M. That's going to be obviously to taste. You know what I'm saying? If you want I don't think the 244 is so amazing that you would do that unless you want the gold for the IS-2M.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
I try to shy away from telling people definitively get it or don't get it, because if it doesn't fit your game style, then I'm the idiot that told them to buy it.
Yeah, the bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, some people can just buy whatever they want, right? Doesn't matter. But if you ask my opinion, I'll give the best one I can. Absolutely. Yeah, sure. Okay, so Stack Up Monday. What's that?
Cryo Tanks in the house.
Yep.
Just said good morning.
What's happening? Good morning.
Yeah.
KV-220, treasure or trash? Oh, let's see.
When it first came out,
trash.
Do you think?
Trash.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think? When it first came out, it was worthwhile. I think as people got used to playing against it, it became less and less effective. But when it first came out, it was quite a good little tank, in my own opinion, obviously. But I enjoyed it. In fact, I still take it out every now and again just for the laugh, because it's a credit grind.
Given that choice, I would call it trash. But it is a meme, and like you said, when it works, it really works. But you're also dabbing too and spending credits out the wazoo when you play it.
Yeah.
Right?
You did.
Yeah, you're like 2, and then you're like pink, pink. It just shoots. It's like, you ever seen those money guns where they just shoot the dollars out? That's what happens when you get your T-20. You're just like, cash.
At least it's dollars and not sterling pounds.
Cash is just flying
so slightly
out.
Cheaper.
Oh, man. All right. Missions and specials. Let's go ahead. You know what? Give me a second and entertain the troops. I have to get rid of this cat because he is still sitting there.
Okay. Yeah, to work similar to a Russian Churchill. I was considering the 244 for the armor profile. Have the campaign mission blocked twice. Your hit as a Russian or Chinese. Yeah. To be fair, some of these missions are very tank specific, aren't they? Let's not go down the road of any stun. You need an arty. But yeah, definitely if you're having to block. But if you're doing block missions, there are other tanks you can actually look at. A lot of the US tanks, Hull Down, will do block missions. So if you've got some good hull down US tanks, you can use that. You don't have to be Russian or Chinese. Yeah.
Never work with animals and children, right? Is that how it goes?
Oh, yeah. Is that me off the air now? Is it?
No, you
Which
just keep
which am I,
going.
animal or child?
An animal child? I don't know.
I don't know. A child animal.
Yes.
We're going there. It's just crazy, isn't it?
Oh, here's the cat. Oh man, he's sideways. That's okay. We're
All I can see is a window. I can't even see the cat. Is it?
It's coming. I had to resize it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm fighting my
Yeah.
OBS. Look at this stupid thing.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's looking at you going,
Yeah.
okay.
Look
Okay,
at
I'm
the dumb
here
thing.
now. What are we doing?
Can you switch it around? Copy.
Wow, that's one dumb cat.
Yeah. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. Just he's like, dude.
Yeah?
Let me
He's
out.
looking at-
Let me out.
Yeah. I said, why don't you just leave the doors open, stupid human? Why you keep closing the door?
Look at that evil freaking look that stupid thing has, man. Dude. I'm pretty sure he wants to, off me. That's what he's like. Yeah, I'm gonna take that guy
Yeah,
out.
it looks like that, doesn't it? If he had a magnum in his back pocket, you'd be scared, wouldn't you?
That was crazy. All right, stupid cat's gone. Back to tanks.
Yeah.
Missions and specials. Let's go ahead and chill a little bit. See what's going on with this stuff. I gotta get all this set up right. I need a engineer, man. I'm just not good at this.
You need an engineer. You need more than one.
Engineers.
Yeah, a gang of.
Yeah. An engineer told me before he died.
Oh no, don't go there.
All right, let's take a quick look at the premium shop. The boys are back, guys. The boys are back in town. So if you missed the boys the first time, they come with a crew, or they come with. How does this work? You get them all. You get all 8, I guess. Okay. So is this just
How
the?
do you?
Yeah.
What, so you can swap them over? You mean?
Do whatever you want with them.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they come
Okay.
with all 8 characters. Is that what it says? Let's see. 3D styles. 100% the 7 crew with free Brothers in Arms. I guess you get both?
Yeah.
Or do you get the one you... Nope, you get all the styles.
Okay, so you don't have to choose which one then.
Yep.
That's all right.
Yep, you get the 7th outfit. You get the 2D, 3D Big Ride, which is the 3D one. All right. Well, there's a lot of details on this. Big Ride, Boys Crew, the Vigilantes, the Villain Chasers. The 7 crew, a team that safeguards. Okay, well, it looks like you get all of it, and that's $35. Yeah. So $35 for a tier 8 and a bunch of. Are they 0 skill crew?
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
zero skill,
free
isn't it, the
brothers.
first
No,
one?
wait, no, that doesn't mean it's 0 skill. It's just already on them. What does it say? Does anybody know? Look in chat. Can you see if anyone's saying? I don't know if that's a 0 skill crew.
We got Cryotank saying he would talk to me goose. Talk to me goose had a chicken suit on all night, but there's nothing.
Is that what he's?
I don't know why that's applicable, but yeah.
No, Odd Duck Canuck sent me the link. I hadn't looked at it yet because I was busy getting ready for this. So I guess he said he was going to do that in the CC channel. So I guess he pulled it off. Huh? Fantastic. By the way, you should get drops out of this stream, guys. It's 60 minutes, I think, guaranteed. Just watch the stream. So there are some drops coming out. I don't remember what they're for or what they have. Here's the duo that we were talking about earlier. IS-2M and the Object 244. It's not a bad deal. I mean, it's $32 for both for the base package. You're getting 2 tanks for 32. Granted, it's a 7 and a 6, so there you go. And then they've got the German duo here with the Stare and the Hawk, which are kind of 2 mediocre premiums, to be quite honest. The Stare's interesting. It's another one of those tanks that when it works, but otherwise it's kind of
But
bad.
the thing for me is the Hawk is huge.
Yeah.
For effectively what its role is, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely giant. Then I've got some exclusive stuff here, so whether or not you've got it or not, I don't know. But there is the Type 64 for sale again for $11, which is a pretty decent deal.
Nice.
And the
No,
40
I don't
tin.
get that. I haven't got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing really in the gold stuff, guys, other than the standard. These little packages for a weekend of premium are usually pretty good. Premium
But
counters.
buyer beware on the gold. If you look at the Fort Knox and the war chest, we've said this before, but just to remind people,
Have they not fixed it?
No, it's the same package but two prices.
What the heck, man?
So Fort Knox is in my case £76, and the war chest is 107. So don't click on the war chest because you can get the Fort Knox
So
because it's got a discount on it.
I figured that would be. Excuse me. I figured they would have fixed that because I know it's been mentioned in the CC channel. There was somebody on the forum that found another pricing thing that was the same price or a different price for this
Right.
exact same thing, and they immediately fixed it.
Right.
So I don't know what the deal is with this. That's just weird.
Well, I guess each month, you notice each month they'll discount one or the other. So it's always going to be, whatever it is in the US, but for me it's £76. Either
it's
one.
this-
I've never seen both of them the same price, put it
But
that
it's
way.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, no, they just call it something different.
It just makes no sense. I mean, that really, it just looks bad. I mean, if people aren't really paying attention,
And they click on the one that's full
on the
price.
they pay $40 more for the same thing.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre. I don't get that. I didn't realize these gold drip things were still kicking around.
Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know either. Yeah. Right. There you
I
go.
don't remember. Did these end up being 10,000 gold for $40? Is that 10,000 after you do the drip stuff, or do you actually get more?
Oh, that'd be
details.
interesting. I'm not sure on that.
Because you get 10,000 and an extra 100 for the next 20 battles played. Okay. So that's 2,000 more.
2,000 more. Yeah.
So it's 12,000 for 39.99. 12
Yeah.
figures my any amount. I haven't done this math
Yeah.
in a while, guys. Let's take a look at what this looks like.
See if it actually
That's
is.
51 bucks. And is that where it started at? Where's Gold Drip? It started at, yeah, so that's where it started basically.
Right.
And that's discounted. So it's 40 bucks for about 50 bucks of gold, but you have to do your missions.
Yeah.
Is that 100 a day? That's such
That's
a
a lot.
weird thing. What is the point of that?
I don't know. Make people play more? I don't know.
Top 10, expire 30 days. Oh, it looks like you just do 20 battles.
Yeah.
That's what I get from it. I don't see a daily requirement. So it's rake in the gold, next 20 battles. Okay. That's kind of cynical because I guess what they're counting on there is somebody forgets or stops playing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
There's
What's
always
the
that,
point? I don't. I don't understand that
Yeah.
one.
I know. We can be very cynical with this shilling, can't we? I mean,
Well, what's the-
but on the face of it, it looks exactly like that, doesn't it?
Somebody help me in chat. What's the marketing plan here? Is it all right? Here's a good deal, and now you're going to play my game, and maybe they feel like if you play 20 games, you'll like the game and you'll keep going or something. But if I buy that much gold, I think I probably like the game.
Yeah,
So what's the plan? I don't understand it.
yeah. I mean, Cryo's saying retain players. I think it's partly that and partly make you play the game because you've got to do 20 battles, so you're going to do at least 20 battles. I mean, we do 20, 30 battles a day, but
But
some
if
may only do
you buy
5, 6.
10,000 gold, don't you think you're probably going to play 20 battles?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if I'm going to spend $50 on anything, I'm going to stay in the game, aren't I? Simple.
And I get it, 100%. I think he's right. That is probably the idea. But if you're a marketing guy, well, how does I don't? It doesn't seem like it's worth it to the time and effort to build the thing and then put it in the
Yeah.
store and do all that. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. Premium account, gross tractor. Yikes. That thing's terrible, but it's a good
It
deal
is,
if
isn't
you
it?
want the gross tractor and some premium days. It's a pretty decent deal for 12 bucks. Collector's tank, really. You're not going to dominate the battlefield in your gross tractor, my friends. That ain't happening. These two big packages are going on. I don't really recommend this one. These are all low tier tanks. I think tier 7's the best one. This one also does the same thing, doesn't it? Does this ever get to a tier 8? We looked at this a while back, and I think these are all 7s and lower.
Yeah.
So again, another one. Unless you're like a total collector, and you just want to get all the low level stuff, there's no tier 8s in this, so that's bizarre to me.
Yeah, isn't it just?
You know, one thing you could do if you're a whale and you're just getting started and you want to get gold compensation for rewards and other stuff that goes on in this, you would grab that, and then every time one of those tanks hits in like Christmas boxes or whatever, you get the gold for it. So that's something else to think about. But it is 300 bones. That's a
it's a lot, isn't it? It's a
lot of
massive
money.
outlay, really.
And lots of exclusive random stuff in there. Nothing. Oh, there's a 7-day. There's a T127 that comes with 7 days. That's actually, guys, a good tier 3 if you want to do the steel clubbing thing. The one T127 is one of the better ones. Looks like you get some gold, some silver in 7 days. That'd be a really good one for a brand new player. $10.
Yeah.
Got a week of premium. $10. You get the T127 because you're going to be grinding stuff. But if you want to just have a decent tank to learn the game.
Yeah.
A little bit of silver to jumpstart you, and 500 gold to move some crews around. There you go.
Yeah. It's a forgiving little tank as well. You know, you can, as you say, cruise around.
Yeah, you're gonna bounce. People are gonna bounce off you. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else there. All right. That's it for the shilling, man.
That's it for
That is
the
it for
shilling.
the shilling. Harebrain, Harebrain is a TOG 2. Anyone notice all the TOG 2s?
No.
Oh, dude, there are TOG 2s everywhere at tier 6.
Oh dear,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
dear. Well, get your damage farmed.
Yeah, the last 2 days have been just a TOG fest. You got platoons of 3 TOGs and 2 TOGs, and it's awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're going off with that.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody did a complete. I think it was in a training room. Did 15 togs, and just how much damage can you farm off a whole platoon, a whole team of togs, and it was like amazing. Yeah, it was like everybody was getting 10,000 damage off the togs or something. It was incredible.
Cryo says there were 10 in a game last night.
You wish you were in a massive big hitter, just sit there taking lumps out of all.
Well, the
those 10
M44s are having a field day.
togs.
Yeah, you see them all at Twitter when you start a couple of games where there were 3 or 4 or 5 TOGs, whatever, 2 on one side, 3 on the other. The M44s are all typing, "Yay, TOGs!" and going crazy. Oh, Wayne just got a drop.
Oh,
Fantastic. Cool. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's some decals and some other little Easter things for the drops.
Good stuff.
Speaking of platoons, man, yesterday, I hope to get to the video today. We'll see, because it's Easter. I might not get to it. But I have 2 games from yesterday where I ran into 2 of the worst platoons I have ever seen in this game.
It's okay.
I mean, we're talking 45%, 42% guys with tens of thousands of battles. One of them was they were 2 T92s there. So one of them was on my team, they were terrible, and the other one was the enemy team, the Purples.
Yeah.
So it was 2 T29s on Minsk, and we spawned into I think it's the south side. I go over to the little sidebar area. Not that I don't go in the city. I go over to the higher village area up there, and I'm thinking as I'm going up there, I'm like, all right, where are these 2 T29s? Because I was bottom tier in a tier 6, the little Chinese WZ casemate.
Right. Yeah.
And there were tier 8s, so it was 8s, 7s, and 6s. And I knew if the 2 T29s showed up there, because they can go hold down, because it's a rise right there, and they can shoot through that doorway, and it was going to be a problem. So I see that they're low and their IS-3 are on the other side. Okay, good. Where are the T29s? Yeah. So I sit back for a minute, nothing. Our guys push in. I help them push in. We kill the guys off. I'm expecting now the T29s to be hiding in the bushes, like where they see you come through, but they're not there. Yeah. So we finally squeeze down into where their cap is. They have stayed. I don't know if you don't remember that cap, but there's like a building. There's like a little hill at the building, and there's a little. There's a nook you can sit in the back there. They're both sitting in there.
No, seriously not.
No, totally. Because you can see everyone on the maps closing into that corner, and we've been everywhere on the map. I'm like, they have gone to that nook and sat there the whole game.
Yeah, you can hear the conversation now.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a great place we can hide up, and then when they come for us, we can get lots of. It's a brilliant place. You don't get spotted, and you can see the conversation between the two of them on Discord. Yeah, let's go there. That's great. Right, wait for it. Look, we'll take one at a time.
Wayne, maybe Wayne has it. Maybe they were getting some nookie, a little private time, I guess. Yeah. Maybe one of them had to potty, and that it's like girls going to the bathroom. They both had to go in there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's the naughty corner.
So
maybe
what do you
their
think?
team said,
What do you think happened when we all got there? What'd they do?
No, they didn't.
Oh, they just pushed out and attacked.
No, they didn't.
No,
They
yeah,
didn't go hold down. They
no,
didn't go hold
no,
down.
they didn't try to
fight
hold down. They just both and then gone.
Brilliant.
I just
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is how you play the game. Look,
I
you
just-
hide in the corner.
Yeah.
We can have a chat. We can have a cup of coffee, and then when they all come for us, you just get out there.
I mean, maybe
Get
they were
lots of
8.
damage.
I don't know. You know what I mean? But if they're an adult human, if they're a kid, got it. Whatever.
Fair
If they're an adult human, I'm going to say I want to meet them just to kind of plumb the depths of their insanity a little bit.
You want to actually meet a Neanderthal. That's what you want to meet, isn't it?
Just out of morbid curiosity, I just want to sort of try to figure it out. Was it?
Yeah.
Were you just goofing off? Could be just two guys
Yeah.
having a laugh. Got it. Could be 2 8-year-olds having fun.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm burning with curiosity at this point. How did that happen? What was the thought process going on there? And if it was just whatever, we were goofing. I played the T22 HE only, so got it. That happens, not a problem.
Yeah.
But I just got to know.
I'm sorry. If you're going to grind the American line to the T29, which is 7 levels, 7 tiers,
Yeah.
you're putting some effort into the game, aren't you? You are trying. If you're
Yeah.
grinding up to 7, if you're messing about at tier 4 or 5, fine. But you've actually done the effort. So if you've got to that point and you still have no idea, if you weren't goofing off, then there's seriously something wrong with your.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
idea
You got
of
tens of
gameplay.
thousands of battles, so it's probably not just someone goofing off. Someone just said it's a bot. Well, they fought at the end. Unlike bots, they came out and sort of looked like they were trying, even though the game had been over for 2 minutes because they'd let their team die.
You've got to say, if you were on that team, you'd be looking at the minimap going, what?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, politely you'd be saying, what? You'd probably be typing something you can't repeat on air.
Yeah. That's the other thing you wonder. The team probably had to just be raging.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That's another explanation. Sometimes you get in there and you see them camping, and then someone types, and then they get their feathers ruffled,
Yeah,
and then
no,
they
I'm
camp
just gonna stay
higher.
here then.
And then
Yeah.
then they just go into the corner and sit and like,
Yeah.
I don't have to do what you tell me.
There. It's only a game, isn't it?
Ay. Bonzi got Easter symbols. Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right, Easter weekend, guys. So there are some missions for that. You can get some personal reserves. You can get some food, decals, and whatnot, and some chocolate. Some chocolate. Oh, here's the Twitch drops. So you get drops are active till tonight, early AM tomorrow. There it is. Excuse me. There's Easter symbol. Oh, that's been around for a while. I think you can sell those actually. That's like 30,000 credits if you don't want them. Did it come with Happy Easter, guys? I don't know if that's a separate thing. Okay, there it is. 30 minutes to get these. There you go. 60 minutes chocolate. 90 minutes. 9 paints of chocolate bar. All right.
All right.
And I like these pictures. Like, all right, it's brown paint. It doesn't really look.
It is, isn't it?
You get some brown paint, which is pretty funny because is it camo or is it paint? Paint. It's paint, which doesn't give you
Ooh.
camo bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Which is a shame, isn't it? But
you can use it.
can't.
You can sometimes make stuff look cool, like the camos that have the blank spaces in them.
Yeah.
and you can put
Yeah.
paint behind them, which then makes them a little different, look kind of cool. So you can do that with paints. So there you go.
Can you do us a favour while you're on, Guido? Because I'm stupid, and you've done this more than once. How do you know? You can go into Twitch itself and find out whether you've got drops, can't you? And what you've just had and what you've had in the past. And there's a way of
Yes,
finding out, isn't there?
If you go to, whoa, what the heck? Oh my goodness, what have I done? I have no idea.
I don't know, what have you done?
Yeah, what have I done? Oh my gosh. Here, let me.
Was that a question too far for you? Was it?
Wow, that just everything went off the rails. I mean, a lot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to shut down the stream. I completely lost the plot right there. Yeah. So go up to your little symbol that I clicked on, and there is a. Somebody's probably already saying it in chat. Click on your pick in the upper right. There you go. Just around midnight's got it right.
There you go.
And then where is it? Drops. Go about halfway down. It says
There
drops.
you are.
I am 100% progress toward World of Tanks drops. So I guess I got mine.
Cool.
There you go. That doesn't,
Nicely done.
because we've gone 30 minutes. So I was actually watching my own stream. So it looks like I got it.
Claim your own.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's cool.
But there's also a 60-minute version. So why does it reset? That doesn't make any, that's weird. Did I get it in game? Let's find out here. Receipt. Additional experience? No. Do you have to claim it, guys? That's what I
Oh,
do.
do you? Is that where?
Yeah, I
it's
think
at?
you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually click on that. There it is. There you go. So click on the drops thing. You can see the progress. Oh, you can actually see the two things you got coming up too. Chocolate and chocolate bar paint. So I'm going to claim this, and will it reset my... There it is. Oh, okay. Make sure you go in and claim it, guys, because it looks like you have to claim it, and then it starts the next 30 minutes for the chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I'm glad you asked that, actually. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So 0% of 30 minutes. So you've got to keep watching, haven't you? Cool.
So everybody go in there and claim your drop. Thanks for the follow, Wari. Go in there and claim your drop, and then it'll reset the 30 minutes, and you'll get the next drop, and then claim it again. So you got to kind of watch it. It's not. I guess it's not automatic, from what I can tell.
Right.
All right, good.
Okay, cool. Well, that was worthwhile doing.
It was, yeah. It was a
Because,
good. It was a
I
good
didn't know
question.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Happy days.
Happy Easter days. All right. What?
Yeah,
I gotta
indeed.
do this again. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, there we go. So that is that. What else we got going on for? Oh my gosh. I just feel it's just like a slow day. I'm just in a fog.
Well, you've had a follow if it helps.
That is.
From Black
It does
Shelby.
help. Thank you so much. Cheers. Here's to you. Thanks for coming. This is Coffee Talk. We sit around, drink some coffee, talk about tanks, and God knows what else.
And tea.
April styles and camouflage offers. Oh, great. Common test. I think we've covered all this stuff, man. There's nothing really else there. Let's go to just take a quick look in the missions and see if there's anything interesting in here to talk about. There's the Easter weekend bonus stuff. Basically, it's 5 games in the top 10. No win condition that I can tell. And then 5,000 damage will get you these guys. And I think it's just play one battle, and you get these goodies here, or the weekend finale, I guess. After you finish these, I'm assuming, and then it unlocks this, and then you can do the weekend finale. I think you can do that 3 times: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Is it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? 3
Yeah.
times. Not 3. Yeah.
Well, yeah, each day you could do it once. So if you've already done it twice, you got one more day
Yeah.
left. Rank battle stuff is going on. Missions to increase rank battle bonus. Easter weekend we covered. This is from what was the code again? Harebrain.
Harebrain.
Remember, it's HARE, hair as in the animal, the hair, not HAIR as in your hair.
Yeah.
Harebrain. And it's some put. Oh, look, your favorite.
Yeah.
Where?
Look away.
So you're drinking tea. Where's your pudding?
It's not pudding.
Is
Have
that
spotted dick.
what it looks like? Is the graphic right? That looks like a cake.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's pudding and tea. Behave. Anyway.
All right, we got another follow. I couldn't
Cool.
get you going. I couldn't get you going. Tank.
No,
Tank K.
we're not doing that
113.
anymore.
So we got
Bloody.
Tank, we got War 8, we got Black Shelby. We missed Black Shelby. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And a sub with Silver. Fantastic, guys. Welcome.
See,
Guys and gals.
Look, twerking, pudding is cake. Well, we'll beg to differ on that one. Wayne's got it right. It's not Jello and tea. It's not pudding and tea. Pudding is what you have after dinner with custard. You don't have that with a cup of tea in the afternoon. That's ridiculous. You have a scone.
A scone. A scone.
A scone or a scone, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But you don't have pudding. It's not a cake.
And you know what you put on your
This is
you know what you put on your scone? You know what you put on your scone?
You have clotted cream and strawberry jam.
Butter.
You do not put butter on a
Oh,
scone.
absolutely. Butter and strawberry jam.
Oh my God, you are such Neanderthals, you colonials, I'll tell you. I need to educate you all.
I do like the clotted cream. That's the best. The cream,
That's the
clotted cream and the
That's
strawberry jam and a nice
the one.
scone
Yeah,
and some
with
tea
butter.
is fantastic. But I actually like
Without-
butter on it as well.
Oh, yeah.
I know I get the same reaction from my relatives. They're like, no, you cannot put
Okay.
butter. You cannot
Alright.
put butter on that.
Chips are what you get in a bag from a fish and chip shop. They're not in a bag from a shop that are crisps. Crisps are crisps. They're not chips.
Well, you do get chips from a chippy. The
From a
fries,
chippy,
yeah,
yes.
chips, yeah.
From a vendor of a person who vends fish and chips and battered sausages. And if you're in Scotland, you get battered Mars bars.
I've never seen battered sausages. Are they?
Oh, you haven't lived if you haven't had a battered sausage, mate.
I've missed that. I've been in a lot of chippies. Like maybe I just haven't paid attention to it.
Right,
They
when
must
you come
be there.
over, when the next time you come over, I'll take you to a chippy, the best chippy in the country, the best, and we'll get you a battered sausage and some chips, lots of salt and vinegar. There you go.
Yeah. We actually have a place here that has some pretty respectable bangers and mash with some grilled veg on the side. It's really good.
There you are. See,
Yeah.
you've imported something from the homeland. Well
yeah,
done.
yeah. It's actually cool. It's called the House of Henry, and
Cool.
it's a you would only vaguely recognize it as an English pub, but that's the idea of it, that it's an
Okay.
English pub kind of place, or perhaps a
Cool.
we around here we sort of mash it all together. It's Irish, English, Scottish.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, it's that lot over the Atlantic. all
I think
that
it's
lot
supposed to
together.
technically be a Irish pub, but
Oh,
there
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Okay, yeah. Twerkid says the reason why all of Scotland is fat and drunk is because they batter their candies. They batter their candies and deep fry them. Deep fried Mars bar.
The Scots have some good candy, actually.
They do.
Yeah,
But
they do.
They keep putting it in batter and frying it though. They do battered haggis. I mean, who in his right mind, A, eats haggis, and
Ugh.
B, dips it in batter and deep fries it? Who does that? The jocks.
Oh man!
Yeah.
All right. No offense to any of my Scottish fans out there.
Oh, no, not at all. Wonderful
No.
country with wonderful people.
God, that was so sincere, Pilgrim.
Well, I'm glad you.
God,
thought
that was
Exactly
one of the
where
more
it came from, that.
sincere things I've ever heard in my life. I don't know how you turned that into an insult, but you did. All right, that's it for shilling. We're done shilling. That's all the missions
Yeah.
and specials and shilling that I've got out there. Unless you had anything to add, man. Let's move on to subjects du jour, where we have round table discussions, sometimes about tanks. Hey guys, did you know? We missed this last week. There's going to be some weekend brawl mode stuff coming up, 7v7s.
Cool.
So it's actually buried in the verbiage. You know what, let's go back to it because it just cracks me up.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm gonna
go back
click
to
it
it.
up now.
Remember last week we went through the Easter or the April preview, right? So they put an article up. Here it is, 10th anniversary, April preview. Remember we went through all this. Global map, there's that league thing going on, Battle Pass, G.I. Joe, yada, yada, yada. Well, buried up here Oh, by the way, it's the 10th anniversary of Watt NA this month. I didn't realize they're offset a little bit. Buried in here is we also got Steel Hunter, Stage 2, and right here, weekend brawl matches, 7 versus 7, lined up.
Yeah.
What? Why would that not be down here somewhere?
Well, you would think, wouldn't you? You would think it would be the first thing they talk about. Because it's a mode that actually most people like.
I,
A tier 10.
I don't get that, man. Seriously. And also, is
No.
Battle Pass, or not Battle Pass, but is Steel Hunter here? G.I. Joe, rank battle. No. They didn't put Steel Hunter or the 7v7 thing they talk about down here in the preview.
That, well, that's crazy, isn't it? Because they bang on about Steel Hunter being the absolute pinnacle of this whole Battle Pass system. They love it. They love it for some reason, and they don't refer to it other than in the blurb that most people just skip because they want to see what's happening on the dated things. So
Sure.
does it say in Battle Pass? Does it say in Battle Pass? No, it doesn't. Does it? If you go March 15th, June the 15th ongoing, it just a little bit of blurb about random Steel Hunter ranked battles, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
I don't know. It's just, it struck me as kind of odd, to be honest. Anyway, the point of that is we got Brawl mode come up. I don't know what kind of rewards there's going to be in it. I also don't know if it's going to have Battle Pass points attached to it. I hope it does.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
yeah.
'Cause-
Although if you go to the Battle Pass, the blurb doesn't mention it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's maybe just an NA thing too, because it's the NA anniversary. So we may be getting in just NA brawl mode for a weekend. It looks like it says weekend, so I'm assuming it's only going to be one kind of weekend event
Yeah.
idea right there. So
See, when they pluralize the word, it leads you to think more because it says weekend brawl matches. Is that just matches on that weekend, or is it going to be weekend after weekend after weekend
I took
During
it
the
to
month.
mean there's going to be a weekend
of
as
matches?
part of the celebration.
Okay, I can
So-
sort of understand that, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely doing that though. 7 versus 7 tier 10. That's where it should be, tier 10. I think it's awesome.
I enjoyed that. Plus, there's no reward vehicles. I wish they would change it to just the OP one and let me play my 121 and my M60. But there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Crowd Tank seems to think it's one weekend. I agree. I think it is only one weekend.
Right, rather than matches and matches. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's coming up. Ranked ends on the 12th, guys. So if you are doing ranked, Pui, you have till the 12th of April to knock that out and get your sweet Skoda T45 for 12,500 bonds.
Oh yeah, definitely worth it. After watching you, definitely worth it.
That's none of my business. It's an average tank, guys. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Is it worth 12,000 bonds? Only if
No,
you've
it's
got
not worth 12,000
and you
bonds.
want to
No,
spend
I
it.
think that's
No.
that's one of those where I will say it. Obviously, if you have a bunch of bonds and you have everything you want, then go for it, obviously. But I think the price point is kind of insane for a tier 7 when you can get a tier 10 reward vehicle for 15,000.
Yeah.
I agree with Wayne. That's the other thing you can get. You can get 2 purple pieces of equipment for 10,000.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't paid attention to the discounts. There are missions to get discounts. I don't know what you could get it discounted to, but I feel like you're going to get the. And again, I haven't done the math, so I don't know if you can get the Concept 1B and the Skoda. Unknown.
Oh, okay.
I guess you can because
Yeah, I
it's just
think
for
so,
bonds,
yeah.
right? I'm sorry. That's jacked up. The 1B is the prize that you can
Yeah.
unlock with coins or whatever the
Yeah.
hell they're doing it with. The
Yeah.
50T P or 50T Canon and Panzer 50T and the Skoda are things you can unlock to buy for
Unlock
bonds.
to buy, yeah.
So provided you have enough bonds, you can get both. But I don't know how the discount works. Does it work for both or one or I don't know.
Right. Okay.
I just haven't paid attention to it because I'm just not that interested in ranked.
No, not at all.
No. Battle Pass stuff, we talked about that. Hey, whole update 1.12.1. Remember last week we talked about the whole lock thing?
Yeah.
Or the turret lock or however,
Yeah.
whatever they were talking about. I think I finally figured it out. One thing that it's going to do, which I am excited about, is how's it going, Kedge?
Edge is in the house.
If you see me stream, you've seen me probably complain about it. Sometimes you can be driving along with like a rear turreted tank or a tank that has a stop on the turret, and you see somebody over there, and you'll zoom in and move your mouse over, and you want to go into zoom mode, and you just want the turret to follow. But if it's one of these rear turreted or ones that have stops, it'll when you zoom in, instead of zooming at the thing you're looking at, it'll shift your aim over to here to where the stop was, and that's all you can do. So I think part of this update is it won't do that anymore. And you also have that same problem with Casemate T. Sometimes as you're raging in and you want to quickly zoom in and you're looking over here like, I want to zoom right in on that guy. Well, it doesn't do that. It brings your view forward to the maximum
Well, that's
azimuth.
better, isn't it?
So now it's going to let you do that, and then the tank will follow, much like a turret does right now.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah, because it was very disorienting, and it really jacked me up, and I would complain about it bitterly. And for some reason, and I'm hoping it helps with the rear turret, because the rear turret tanks somehow kind of did a similar thing, and I don't know what it was with the rear turret tanks. I'm hoping this fixes that too.
Well, again, you sort of adapt and get used to it. So it's about now reversing that adaptation, because like with the guard or something like that, it's about now. There'll be a little bit of a learning curve to go back to. It's great. I love the idea, but it means you've got to sort of relearn how to play those tanks now.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Bats fam's in the house. Did you
Cool. Yeah,
He
no,
says-
I've just whispered to him. I didn't get it yet. Where
Okay.
did he send it?
So yeah, I think that's what's going on. The other thing then is that we found is they're going to buff some tanks.
Oh yeah. And I got on my high horse.
Yeah, Pilgrim about lost his stuff when he saw Chieftain and not realizing it's the Tier 8 Chieftain, because he thought they were buffing the Tier 10, and he was about to go to war.
Fuming. I didn't
was-
even look at the stats. I was jumping up and down. The bloody
It's about-
Russians.
He was about to go to war, man.
I was about to write a really, really snotty letter to
Yeah.
Wargaming. I really was.
So the M60, the 121 Bravo, the Kreslovsky, the Chieftain T95 Tier 8 version, the IS-5, and the T23 E3. The M60, some of these armor buffs are not listed yet, so remember this is super test, but the M60 is going to get a better turret, at least armor-wise. That's good. The 121 Bravo looks like it's getting a DPM buff by lowering the reload time, which is cool because it already fires pretty quickly. I actually like that tank. That's a fun tank. It's going to be faster, which is nice. It's already fairly sprightly. I like that. Reverse speed to 25. That's fast. Does anything go 25 backwards?
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe the wheelies, but yeah, that's about
Do
it.
the tier 10 mediums go that backwards that fast? Haven't really paid attention. Let's find out. What's the pattern here? He goes reverse at. Could go into mobility. He's 20. Okay, I guess they do back up quickly. STB1 backs up at 25. Ah, there you go. I didn't realize they backed up so fast. Yeah, it looks like they're all 20s and 25s. Okay, there
Well,
you go.
that's your peak and poke. That's your peak and poke improvement.
Sure,
isn't it?
yeah. Which is why tier 10s are, so good. When you get to tier 10, everything is so good, and the game just falls apart, mechanics wise. Everything's just at the top end,
Yeah, just to the top end.
Yeah.
The M60 buff is interesting in that they haven't actually given any detail.
Mm-hmm.
They just said the turret's going to get a bit better.
What is the turret on it?
For want of a better way of saying it, it's going to get better. Whatever
It's
they do.
getting better. Where is
Yeah.
there's the M60. So its turret is, what's it sitting at? The hell's the armor? Oh, we got to go up here. 178, and the regular pattern is 254. So I bet it gets
Yeah.
a turret closer to the tech tree.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, we'll see what happens with that. The 121 Bravo we talked about. The 121 Bravo is also getting some turret and upper glacis plate buffs. The Kreslovsky gun dispersion, so soft stats while moving in hull traverse. It's getting some more engine power, so it's going to be a little more sprightly, and it's going to go from 30 to 4. Wow. Okay. Looks like it's
Right.
getting a mobility buff big time.
Yeah.
Armoring of the turret in front, so it's going to get an armor buff. Is
Did you
it?
see that's a conflict. If you upgrade the armor, the tank should get heavier. Therefore,
No, no, no,
Are we not? Are
no,
we not in real life here? No.
no. We're trying to. We always try to strive for historical accuracy.
Of course. Yeah, you put Chubban armor on it, it'll go 10 miles an hour faster. Of course it will.
It's all historical accuracy these days.
Oh,
It's got
dear,
180
dear.
and 220. What is the? That's the KV4. Where's the Kreslavsky? So the KV4 is 180, 220. The Crest is okay. So it looks like it's going to get probably at least the turret. You know, the KV4's turret was upgraded a couple of years back. Now that I
It
remember.
was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, but the Crest did not get the same upgrade. Is it the same turret?
Right.
Can't.
Now, that's a good point, is it? Is it not changed? Because you've got that double turret type thing going on, haven't you?
It's similar. It's not exactly the same, but it is similar. Now, I'm clicking on this and you guys can't see it. Let's see. There's the Crest. Where the hell did the KV4 go? Goodness gracious, there it is. Similar, but not exactly the same, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the double turret thing with that.
Yeah,
That
that
whole
doesn't have that
yeah.
big dude on the top right
Right.
there.
No.
All right.
Do you remember the Frankenstein? Do you remember the Frankenstein? I've still got that somewhere. Remember the Frankenstein? They matched that turret with with a German hull for that special event, a Halloween event or whatever it was, years ago.
Oh, what do you mean you still
You
have
don't
it?
remember? I thought I still had it. I'm
In the
now looking, I
garage?
thought,
You don't have it in the garage.
Well, I was looking. No, I was looking for it. I thought I had it.
Chieftain
Why-
T95 getting some buffs. This is actually a pretty decent little tank. Reload's
Yeah.
going to get a really big buff, almost a second off of it. Some soft stat bonuses. Going to go up to 1920 DPM. Well, they're just buffing stuff, aren't they? View range from
Yeah.
380 to 400. That's crazy. 20 extra meters of view range. Engine power, so it's getting just across the board. Doesn't look like it's
Yeah.
getting any armor, but it's getting across the board mobility and gun buff, or at least damage buff, not gun buff. Slight gun buff right there with soft stats. IS5 is getting soft stat bonus, turret traverse, and hull movement, and then it's actually getting another 2 degrees of depression, so it won't be as painful at -5.
Still
That's-
painful though, isn't it? -5.
-5 sucks, yeah. And it's just the way
Yeah.
their maps are designed. It wouldn't be that big a deal, but everything is such a phone booth and a little tiny rocky rise. All of a sudden you can't hit people, that kind of crap. So I think -7 is pretty good. And then the T-23-3, which this is a tank I don't think I've ever played. It's getting a gun dispersion, so soft stat buff. And there you go. Those will be, I think the M60 will be interesting to see what they do with the armor, because that's going to make that
Yeah.
a much better tank if they buff the
Yeah.
turret to more like the Tech Tree version, so it can do more peaking. Right now, it's at tier 10. It really can't do it. It just gets shredded.
I just, yeah, I mean, there's some of the conversation in chat about the tumor at the top. Even if they just reduced the size of that would make a big difference. You wouldn't have to do so much with the armour. Because it is a great big fat thing on the top of it, isn't it? It's so easy to hit.
Yeah.
I had a battle yesterday, and I didn't realise, but the VK 100 also has that problem. Is that very thin armour profile of the tumor on the top of that tank is a hit point.
For the KV4?
Is a soft point. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mindswerve says the rumor is they're gonna fix that. Or is he talking
Okay.
about? Or is he talking? Mindswerve, are you talking about the KV4 or the M60? Because really, it actually applies to both. They're both huge weak spots up there. So if
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
fixed those, where is that thing? Let's see. So the patent itself has a smaller tumor, but the M60 has that massive one. It's a taller profile as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, it's a weaker turret, so just all around, it's just a weaker
All
tank.
around weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more mobile, as I recall. It's a little more
Yeah, I
sprightly.
mean, it's a medium, isn't it? So it's never going to be super
0.32.
powered, is it? Super over armored, but it's a medium.
Slightly better gun, I think, dispersion wise too. Yeah, this is sitting at 0.34, but of course you'd have to look at the crew. I haven't. No, there's no crew in the M60 actually, so it would be even better with the crew with Brother in Arms in there. So I think that's right. The gun is better accuracy wise on the M60.
Yeah. Wayne just got chocolate in a drop.
Dis thinks they will increase armor of turret and cupola. Yeah, I think you're right. Because it's not the same turret, so I know they tried to go historical. Is it really different turret? Really different turret?
Turkit?
Like, is the model different? It looks like this model's slightly larger. Is it just me, or is it everything kind of
Yeah.
jumping up when you do that? Let's put it on something.
It looks like there's an extra couple.
Okay, it's right at the top of that
Yeah.
stuff in the background. No,
Yeah.
it's just I'm imagining things. It's just the bulky stuff around it looks different. No, it looks
I
like
don't
it's
know.
getting bigger, doesn't
I
it?
don't know. The thing is the difference. You've got the machine gun on the top, haven't you? So you've got the what is it? The 50 cal.
I mean, it's a significantly different layout on the tracks and everything. It's almost a different tank. I mean, it looks sort of the same, but look at this. We've got the return wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 there. There's only 3 on that one.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It's a redesign, isn't it? It's a redesign of whatever the pattern.
Well, I wonder which model's right, or if they're both right. They are. It is slightly different. This has a slightly higher profile than this other one. So I don't know if they really changed it that much. Maybe during production they really did some significant wickering with it. I don't know.
I tell you who would know. David Fletcher would know, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might phone him. I'll phone him later.
yeah. Get David on the line. Sir David Fletcher, MBE.
Yep.
What does the M stand for?
Member.
Member of the
So you
British
get
Empire,
member of
right?
the British Empire.
Yeah.
O is Order of the British Empire. When you get a BEM, which they don't give out anymore, but a BEM is
That's you don't want that.
no, you know what?
No, that's really-
that's the bottom. That's the bottom level. You get a BEM.
You get
I
crapped
can't
on.
even remember. Empire Medal, British Empire Medal. If you get that, that's when right with the honor. Here's a tangent. When you do the honours and awards system, you first of all you have to be nominated by either one person or a number of people within a position. So if you're in the military, one of your commanders has to nominate you for that medal, given on whatever action it is. So let's say, for example, you're nominated for a Victoria Cross because you did something very brave in battle. It goes through a whole system of hierarchy, checks and balances, and they will grade what you did in comparison to other people who have been awarded the similar medal. Then if you don't meet the criteria, they'll downgrade you, right? So you could start off being the top honor, the Congressional Medal of Honor, for example, if it was American, and by the time it gets to you, it's a pat on the back and a cup of tea. Well done, mate. So it's no guarantee, but that's how it works. So if you get a BEM back in the day, British Empire Medal, I was actually nominated for one. Never got it. They had to give it to a woman because it was seen as political. There was me and her vying for this particular award.
Did you lose
I think it was to her.
Did you lose
Yeah.
a fight to her or something?
Pardon?
Did you lose a fight to her or something?
I did, yes.
Put you guys in a cage and let you fight it out.
So, so a Victoria Cross could be nominated, but by the time you get it, it could be a George Medal, it could be as I say, a pat on the back and a cup of tea. So it really is, and it's very, very hierarchical. It's very, but it used to be. I think it's changed now. If you were an officer, you were more likely to get an OBE
Yeah.
or an MBE. If you were not an officer, you got the lower medals, if you like, the lower class of medals.
So MBE is that what Elton John has?
Yes, that's a member of the British Empire,
Yeah.
and that's given for various things like service to music, service to charity, I mean, they're 10 a penny, aren't they? You know, I mean, anybody can get one. All you have to do is sneeze in the right direction, and you get one for sneezing.
Everyone
right
but
there.
you.
Yeah, I didn't get one. Yeah.
I'm sensing a little salt on that one, man.
Well, I've got a lot of tin that sits on my chest, and that's all it is. Lumps of tin. It
God,
doesn't mean
yeah.
anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I look. If I wear all that stuff, I look like I'm about to take over Banana Republic from somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Install myself
I
as dictator
yeah, I
for
look
life.
like a Latin American general.
Yeah, yeah. I need an airman to stand next to me to hold the rest of them.
But they don't mean anything. They're great to give to your kids as a family heirloom.
They don't
My
mean,
kids
they
will
don't
have it
mean
when
anything.
I pop my clogs. Hey, here's another thing. Have
There's
you
only
worked out
two
your
there
will
that
and what you
matter
wanna do
that
when you
matter to
die?
me. There's only two on there that matter to me.
Exactly.
The mission ready one, when
Yeah.
the squadron commander said, "You're qualified to go to war. You are training complete.
Mission
You are
ready.
mission ready as a wingman. There's an actual badge for that. There's nothing else for all the other upgrades you do, which takes forever. But that particular one is the first time someone says, "All right, you are a mission ready combat pilot. You are now qualified to go do that
Nice.
stuff."
Well, I mean,
So
that's an achievement. So yeah, it's
yeah,
really
so
good.
that one means something to me, only to me,
Yeah.
really. And the other one I like is my pistol marksmanship one, because I physically did something to get that. The rest of them are,
Yeah.
the rest of them are,
Yeah.
and the pistol marksmanship is a dime a dozen too. A lot of people get it. It's not that hard in the Air Force, but it's something I did. It's the rest of them are all just in the U.S. military. When you PCS, permanent change of station, you get a medal unless you're a complete dirtbag.
Okay.
And
I've
then it's
heard-
based on
confirming
rank.
this.
It's based on rank, so it's even dumber than free. It's you get a free one, and if you're higher rank, you get a higher level.
A higher level,
And in the army,
like a silver star.
well, here's the funny thing in the army, officers get bronze stars for basic crap.
Right.
If
okay.
it doesn't have a V on it for valor, and I think there's one other. What's the other one? What V? There's a V and something else. Basically, if it's not something you got in combat, if you just have a standard dude running around with a bronze star with no V or whatever the other device is, I can't think of it right now. It doesn't. That he got that for existing,
For breathing oxygen.
which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Absolute
insane.
wow.
And then the Air Force has their own.
To be fair, I mean, we do have. Okay, this is the difference. You guys get ribbons, don't you? And you can get lots of ribbons for various things. I know
Yep.
that. I've seen
Yep.
that. But
Yep.
actual like combat medals and things like that, you have a different layer for that, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We don't
Yeah.
do the ribbon thing. So we only get combat medals, and with the exception of something like long service, you get the long service and good conduct medal,
Yeah.
and you get extended service medal. So if you do like 30 years, you get a medal for it. And the LS&GC, the long service and good conduct. So those are about the only two that you actually get for not being in a combat zone. 99% of the stuff the British military get are combat zone related. So you don't
Right.
get, unless
Yeah.
you get something like an MBE or an OBE.
Right. Yeah, so we have ribbons coming out the wazoo. We have ribbons for everything.
And that's fine, And one of the things we used to say is that the Yanks used to get a medal for flying over a war zone when they were transiting from one country to another. So,
Well, yeah, it is.
I'm
It's
thinking
almost
of
that
you
bad. It's almost that bad. You get. They give. I'm trying to think of the stupid levels. There's a distinguished flying cross, but the an air medal. So an air medal, I
Right,
think, is the
okay.
lowest flying medal of that we have. But you can get air medals for doing all manner of nothing.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
if
and
you get a
I'm not
DFC,
knocking this
if you get a
system. It's
DFC, you've
brilliant.
probably done something. If you have a DFC, you've
Yeah.
done something.
Yeah. Yeah, but the that's the same in the British Air, in the Royal Air Force. You get a distinguished flying cross. You get the distinguished flying medal. You get, these are all things that are involving some form of combat. Which is, do you know what I mean? I'm not going down the road of disparaging anybody's medal system or ribbon system. It's
Yeah.
just that you need to differentiate between what is. Like, I mean, we get a marksmanship badge if you do well on the range.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a marksman. Well, he's not really. He just managed to put holes in a target.
Well, that's what I'm talking about with the pistol,
Yeah.
with the pistol marksmanship
Yeah.
thing. It's just that I did that. So hey, good on you. Proud of yourself.
No, and do you know what? People don't realise this, and well, you will. All you guys in the States who have your own weapons and all the rest of it. Shooting a pistol is not as easy as it seems in the films. You know, in the old cowboy films, bam, 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 bam. You've got to aim centre mass, and you've got to, because you've got a short barrel, any slight movement will take that round out of the impact area.
Yeah.
Because the azimuth for a short barrel weapon is like this, isn't it? Whereas for a long barrel, it's a lot easier to be accurate.
See a reactor.
So
Thanks for coming, man.
So actually, to fire a pistol accurately and do the job with it, you've got to be good at it. It's not just waving it in the air and pointing and shooting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you see these gangster movies, and they've got it side on, and they're going pop, 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 and you're going, yeah, that's never going to hit anything, is it? You know what I mean? You've got to have the right stance, the right aim.
Yeah.
Controlled breathing, etc.,
Yeah.
etc., etc. So
I think
good on you, mate.
I think the max range Triple M that we did, the Air Force does, is 25 meters or yards or something like that. It's not very far.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very far with a pistol.
Well, you don't want it any further than that, because
No.
if you're shooting a pistol at 50, 75 meters,
Yeah.
the odds you're going to miss are huge.
Yeah.
You know.
The
So
best the best course I did, there was an Air Force course years and years ago. It was a sort of combat course. I think it was right after the first World War storm that they built it. And if you were a combat pilot or going to be a ALO, you would go through it. And they did a lot of stuff, one-handed stuff, as in simulating you're injured. So it was a really cool course. They had all these different, they taught you to rack the thing on your belt and some other crazy stuff. It was actually a really cool course. And then you shot in your chem stuff, qualified it in your chem stuff. So yeah, it was
fun,
this whole,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. So they had this whole course on how to do all this kind of interesting stuff. It was actually pretty fun.
Reactor's off to work. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
And we'll
thanks,
see you
man.
next time round.
Friend was on the USS Parch.
Cryo tank keeps a shotgun in the house because all you need to do is just point it in the general
Yeah,
direction.
yeah.
It's about right, isn't it?
If you don't hit them, you'll scare them to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The
You could put rifle
USS
slugs in there, that's
Parch,
even better.
Old Spy Sub, Presidential Unit. Yeah, I think I actually have one of those too from one of the units I was in. I got a bunch of outstanding unit awards because they throw those around like candy. And what's funny about those is you just have to be in the squadron or in the unit during one day during the time. So say you PCS in the last day of the qualifying period, you get it.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be a cutoff, but it's kind of
Just
funny. Yeah. This depends on the pistol. Can 6-inch group M92 at 50? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. There's varying levels of skill.
Yeah.
Some people are just really good at it. Absolutely.
Well, we on a 25-meter range, we look at a 2-inch grouping for pistols. You know what I mean? Or smiley faces is a good one. You can do a smiley face.
I have a Kimber Custom 2, my 45 caliber.
Yeah.
And that is a dream to shoot. And I have a smaller concealed 9mm S&P shield, M&P shield, not S&P,
Yeah.
M&P shield. And I hate that thing. I can't hit anything with it. It's horrible. And I don't know why. It's not that much smaller. But it's enough smaller, and just the way it shoots.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hit it, but nowhere near as well as the custom 2. But
As
it's a
one-
much
one of the-
bigger, heftier. The 45 just shoots nice. And the little
Well,
9mm
and it's a
pew
big round
pew.
as well. Yeah, it probably feels slightly heavier in your hand. I mean, I had
Yeah.
the original Heckler Koch USP, Universal Service Pistol, in both 9mm and .40. You could interchange the slides and everything, so you could basically had two weapons in one. So you could do the barrel and the slide to a .40. I always found the .40 a lot easier to be accurate with
It had two barrels.
because it was slightly heavier.
It had two.
Yeah.
It had two uppers.
Yeah, you had one pistol frame,
Yeah.
but you changed the slide. So the USP Universal Service Pistol Heckler Koch, you could buy it in 9mm, and you can then buy a .40 conversion kit, which then sort of goes. You have to change the slide and the barrel and all the rest of it, obviously.
It's a different round.
Yeah, it's a .40. It's just slightly different, but because the barrel's different. But the actual magazine and everything housing fits the same.
Why would you
So it's
guys
like
have
having
two
two.
rounds? Why would your
Well, the Brits always use 9mm all the time, don't they? I mean,
Yeah.
it's preferred, But I had the conversion kit purely because you know, when I had the USP, I wanted to have both weapons, so it was
What was
quite
the other
nice.
one? 10 millimeter?
Yeah, it would work out about 10 millimeter, yeah,
Oh, okay.
about that. Yeah,
Uh, huh.
it's I don't think you can get them now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
You
9
probably
mil is the standard NATO round.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I had the obligatory Browning high power. I had the Smith and Wesson 357. Of course, you've got to have one of them. And then I had the Argentine officers Browning, which I liberated from the Falklands, which was interesting. That's for another day.
Yeah.
And what else do I have? Basically, what happened was we had all that nonsense at Dunblane and all the rest of it. So
Hmm.
all the tickets were withdrawn. Even if you were in a bona fide gun club like I was, military,
Yeah.
you know, it was all withdrawn. So I just handed everything in.
Yeah, artillery bugs. I like it for carry too. It's a really nice carry gun, but yeah, it's you, you're not gonna. It's hard to hit anything with it. Maybe I'm just bad with it because, but I have no trouble with the Kimber. I love the Kimber, but it's big. You wouldn't want to carry that around. That's a big gun.
Do you have different rules? That you have concealed rules and non-concealed rules
Yeah,
over in the States, don't you?
yeah, yeah. Well, it depends on the state. It's all by state. Some states are extremely strict, and they don't give concealed carries except to maybe professional security people or people who actually have a need to have it.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
security details or private security for
Right. Okay. Because I was interested to see. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there, as always, about the right to bear arms and everything. And I've watched a few of those, and there was a guy actually carrying an automatic, an assault rifle on his back. You know, and
yeah.
obviously
So
the
it's
cops
called
pulled him
open
over for his
carry. Yeah, it's called open carry, and some
open
states
carry.
allow
There
it.
you go.
Yeah,
That's it.
some
Yeah,
states
yeah, yeah,
allow it.
yeah.
Most states have some kind of concealed carry capability. Someone's saying New York,
Right.
so you can't really do it. You really have to go through a lot to have a gun in New York.
Right. Okay.
But some states you can. In fact, a lot of, not a lot, but a handful of them have recently changed the laws to allow concealed carry without a permit.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
interesting.
an interesting
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The open carry thing is controversial. I mean, personally, my personal opinion of it is that it's the Second Amendment. You should be able to
The
open
right to bear
carry,
arms, isn't it?
but that comes with a huge but. A lot of freedoms that you have. I don't want to get too far into politics, but let me just explain real quick. A lot of freedoms you have are great, and you have them, but you don't exercise them, and that's part of the civil society. So I have the
Yes.
right to say a lot of things, freedom of speech,
Yeah.
but I don't go
Yeah.
walking around yelling in people's ears and calling them names because
Yeah.
a
Exactly.
civil society indicates that I am an adult and I understand I have these freedoms, and the
Yeah.
biggest responsibility of most of these freedoms is to not exercise them in your face because
Absolutely.
I expect you to
Absolutely.
do the same for me. That's the civil. So goofballs with their assault rifle going into the coffee shop just to make a
Yeah. Yeah.
point. And I
Yeah.
understand why he's doing it. I got it, but at the same time,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. Who are you proving what to who? You
Right?
know what I mean?
Yeah.
To nobody.
I
You're
mean,
just being an
I'm
absolute
totally
twat.
on board. I got it, dude. I know what you're saying, but come on.
Yeah. Exactly. You know,
So
loads of
anyway,
kids sitting there in the coffee shop, scared to death. You know what I mean? Some idiot with an assault rifle on his back. Yeah.
that
Exactly.
doesn't carry over to Watt. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
No, it doesn't, does it, Randall?
yeah, in Watt, you just have to be a giant clown.
Yeah.
Oh man, boy, that really we went off the
That was a
rails.
tangent,
Yeah,
wasn't
we
it?
went totally off the rails on that one, man.
Did we do it? Well, it was sort of weapon orientated,
It
wasn't it?
was, it was. Yeah, we
Yeah.
discussed all kinds of stuff. How
Special
did we get
Operations
there?
you won back in 1776. What was that? Like national football or something? What did you win in 1776? I don't know. You won the right to not get tea taxed. Is that what it is?
Yep, yep.
Okay. Okay, we'll go there.
Stinking colonials. I think that's all we
Yes.
had, man. What else we got? The whole lock we talked about. What else? What else is
Yeah,
going
no.
on, man? What do you got? What any questions you guys have? We got a lot of people in here. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. We do this every Saturday from about 7 to sometimes 9, depending on how much stuff we have to talk about. We discuss tanks. We discuss gaming. Apparently, we discuss firearms on occasion as well.
Well, it's fascinating to an Englishman, isn't it? Because, you know, you guys have had the six gun on the hip forever and a day, haven't you? We sort of gave that up about 300 years ago. Muskets, we had muskets on our back 300 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Easter Sunday. Anybody doing an egg hunt today?
Happy Easter, Sparky.
Oh,
We are. We were discussing that when we started. That I was putting eggs together for a 17-year-old and two 18-year-olds.
because they never grow up, do they?
Yeah.
How he found eggs in his fridge?
Oh wow! Did the Easter Bunny put them there, or did you actually do that yesterday when you went to the store?
Yeah, he boiled them as well.
Oh, cryo's working.
Oh, look at
Artillery
that.
Bugs is looking for black coffee. 40 years the first time, Randall? That's kind of bittersweet,
Wow.
isn't it? That's got to be bittersweet. Oh, man.
Bunnies laying eggs, yeah.
I think that's how it works. Don't bunnies lay eggs?
They do in my garden anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Stinking bunnies.
Like laying eggs.
Oh, Obandu got his chocolate right on, right on. Make sure you claim those guys. You got to claim them before the timer starts again for the next one. So make sure you do that. Howie, you don't waste your time scouting for girls. How are you? Tried baking a loaf of bread and lo, it. Okay, I see what you did there. It has risen. Yes, it is not flatbread, is it? No. Don't waste your time on holidays, Howie. Oh, come on, man. Wait till you watch Goose. You will lay some eggs. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can find that. I think old Duck Canuck gave me the, or Odd Duck Canuck. Let me see if I can get.
I
this.
can't imagine Goose wearing a chicken suit. But hey, you know, each to his own.
All right, let's see what Goose was up to here. Oh, good lord. Eddie's, is that the chicken
not bad.
dance? Oh my god. All right, hold on. Let's see this. I'll get this up. Get some sound going on here.
Oh dear, oh dear. He's dancing. Oh my goodness.
Let's see if he ever gets tired of this. How long is this thing? Oh no, it's just a loop. Okay, I have seen the whole thing already. All right, I see what's going on here. It's just looping.
Yeah, exactly. Zimbo, good morning. Randall can't unsee that. I can't unsee that either now. That's really got to me.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know. This is what. Oh, I don't know.
Well, when our tank tops come in, we'll do that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a backdrop, World of Tanks backdrop with tank tops. See, Commander AF was looking very nice today.
Don't start with that. Don't start on that again.
No, well, spicy. You know, World of Tanks have told us, spice it up a bit. You're in competition.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to be fair, Goose did have makeup on one day as well, didn't he?
He
So,
did, yeah. Yeah, his daughter.
there's nothing's going to surprise me anymore about Goose.
Was he good sport? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. He said he was going to do that in the CC channel, so he was talking about it. I only half believed him, but he made it happen. For some reason, he has a chicken onesie.
Yeah. And it must be his because it fits.
I mean, you look at that and you go, all right, guy's got he's wearing a chicken suit and it's Easter and we're doing the chicken dance. It's interesting. But then you have to go a little deeper and you have to ask yourself, why does he have a chicken onesie?
Yeah. Did he go out? And where did he buy it from? Did he actually go to a store and buy it and with a straight face? Or
Yeah.
did he have to make an excuse to the sales
Yeah.
clerk, Oh dear.
Oh, did that not work for us? Dang it. I thought I had done. Let's see. Hold on. So I have Damien.
Yeah, you're right, Sasquatch. When you've got daughters or granddaughters even, then it happens.
What the heck?
Yeah, you haven't linked it all in, have you?
Maybe I did it talk. I thought I'd set that up for those guys. No. All right, hold on. I want to shout these guys out. Let me get this. Talk to me, Goose. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Goose is a great stream. Very relaxed, very jovial. They had a good time. There's Goose's stuff, so check that out, guys. Also, Damien's got a great stream. If you haven't watched it, Damien's Gaming, same idea. Just really great guys that have fun. It's refreshing to watch people have fun with the game. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for the guy who's going to rage and call people names and all that, then those are not your guys. But if you're looking for guys who are going to be chill and actually enjoy the game, which is refreshing, then check them both out. The Manticore, I haven't done the Manticore for a while. Zimbo, thank you so much. Appreciate the sub, man. Fantastic. I haven't played the Manticore for a while. I need to do that. Oh, dude, I'm going to do a video. Somebody sent me a Manticore replay. I don't know if you're here. 15,000 spotting.
Wow.
Now
that puts me to shame because I was about to tell you about my Manticore experience today.
Hey, if it's not 15,000 spotting, I don't want to hear it.
I'm not even going to mention it.
No,
now.
don't even start talking about it.
No, I mean it was close, but it's not 15,000.
What did you get? What'd you get?
I got 6.
That's good. That's good. I mean, anytime you...
What I want to say about the Manticore is I love that tank
It's fun, isn't
like
it?
no other, right?
Yeah.
I've had 5 battles in it, 5 battles, and I have not won a single battle, but I have had the highest spotting damage count and kills in any light tank that I've played. How can I do that? How can I get 6,000 damage, 3 kills, and still lose the battle? Because the rest of my team just don't want to play with me.
It's definitely the team. It's not you.
It's the team.
It's always the
not
team
me.
when you lose. It's
I
always
survived
you.
to the end. I'm the last one to die.
When you
killed
win,
3 artillery in the last
It's
battle.
you. When you lose, it's the bloody team. I missed
It is the team.
I missed Din Offal with the follow. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice done.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Just around mid-right says, what you wear in your tank stays in your tank. I agree with that completely, sir.
Did you put Chuck in the Manticore, or do you have someone else in the Manticore?
Oh, do you know that's the problem? I put Chuck in the M60.
Because he had to be an
Oh.
American tank, yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you did it wrong, but that's cool. It's all right.
Well, that's probably why I've not won a single battle in the Manticore. then,
That's
eh?
why. That's exactly why you did not make it a Chuck.
You know when you
report.
see the stats and you look at it, got 0%, you think, yeah, that's staying there, isn't it? The win rate 0%.
Yeah. Sasquatch, which Canon, the TD or the medium? Cryos got Chuck in the T57. Are you talking about the TD or the medium there, Sasquatch? The TD, I think that's one of the better casemate TDs in the game. So what he's asking is the Tier 8 German TD, the Kanonen Panzer 105. There's 2 versions. There's a 90 mil and a 105. The 105 is light years better than the 90 mil. I think you
Wasn't
could.
it called the glass cannon though? Wasn't it? It has no armor, does it?
No, there's no
Or
armor
is
in
it-
this thing. No, there's almost none. Look, 30.
Yeah.
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 But whoa,
Starboard.
I turned my sound up. Sorry about that, guys. That probably
Joker,
blasted everyone's
thank you,
ears out.
Joker.
Sorry about that. Joker, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, this thing is awesome. It's fast. Well, the coolest thing is, and I think you can see that now because they added in, shell velocity is laser 1,478, and even
Wow.
the heat is not bad at almost 1,200.
Yeah.
Good pen though, 268 for standard round, 330 for the heat round. It's fast, it's accurate. What's mine at? Look, 0.29 is my dispersion on this setup with a crew, brothers in arms going on. No food, so I can make it even better with food. I'm telling you what, man, if you're a casemate person, this tank is a lot of fun. Because it can get away, right? If you're, it's over 60. It hauls the mail. Now it has no armor, and it is vulnerable to artillery, getting thumped hard by artillery. But if you can get that gun going, start to sing with that thing, 2,300 average DPM. So
Right.
not crazy good, but but you know, you're sending rounds down range in this thing, and it's thumping for 400. What's it doing? No, 390. Yeah, so close to 400. I like
See
it.
how this game affects your viewpoint on different tanks is, and I mean generically the game, is that because it was called the glass cannon, I avoided it like the plague. I haven't even bothered with it, and yet everybody I've spoke to about it, including yourself, have actually rated it quite good. You know, given it's got no armor and all the rest of it, it's still a very good casemate TD. So there I am, avoiding something that actually is quite a useful tank because of
Yeah.
the name it was given. Weird.
Well, I mean, that's something we've talked about a lot. And
Yeah.
the when tanks come out, be very careful about taking only one person's opinion on a tank,
Yeah.
even if they're a very popular person. Search around, get a couple other opinions, because the problem that we have in this game a lot of times with influencers, CCs, people who make videos, because not all people make videos are CCs, is they always want to be first to get the content out.
Right.
So it's a race, and that's valid because if you're the first to break something or get the stuff out, you might get some more views. That's just how it works.
Yep.
But the danger in that is it ends up being a lot of speculation on stats, on numbers.
Yeah.
Right? And so they look at it and go, it's got no armor. And then, and they'll give you the what's good about it, what's bad about it. But they're starting to form an opinion. And what that does is it starts to form an opinion amongst the community. And you get 2 or 3 of these big influencers, community contributors, creators, whatever you want to call them. The narrative of the tank then starts to gain momentum. We saw it with the Manicore. We've seen it over and over and over again. So
Yeah, we have. Yeah, true.
my advice is to try not to jump in on the hype. Get some more opinions out there, maybe some more nuanced opinions. Find somebody who has an opposite opinion of that, and take a look at it. And try not to buy into the early hype, because the early hype is designed for clicks.
Yes, I mean that's a very good point, and there is that because, like you said, the whole aim of, for anybody who's streaming or anything is to get people to view what they're saying. You don't put it out there not to be seen. So you're quite right,
and
I
it's
think
valid,
also,
right, Pilgrim? I mean, it's that this is the business. You try to get clicks.
Yeah.
You try to be entertaining. You try to hype stuff enough that you can whatever your goal is doing this, whether it's to make a little money or just to enjoy the game or whatever the case may be. But sometimes I feel like the community gets really wrapped around the axle on things. The Manicore was a great example that we were just talking about. It just got panned. The entire line got absolutely shellacked by nearly every community contributor. And so one thing I've tried to do here is, because it always irritated me, the whole thing, that thing always irritated me. And often I would eventually play the tank because I like to go through all the lines, and I would look at it and go, well, this guy, he's full of shit. That's not true. None of what he said is true. It's not the worst or the best or the craziest or the whatever. And the problem is that they chuck this content out, and then that's the narrative, and it's hard to change people's minds. Then you go to the forum and like, well, it's the blah blah worst tank, and you're like, I looked at your record. You haven't even played the damn thing. Where are you getting that?
Exactly.
Well, I watched the video when it was in Super Test, and insert name here said it sucks. It's I don't know, dude. You know what? If okay.
I mean, it was just coming back to the chat. The original glass cannon, for example. Again, it's a perception. Was the ISU 152 with the BL10? It was Cryotank was saying. I remember that tank in the day. It was the beast. It really was the beast. The BL10 was the gun to have. And I think was it a grind tank? It was a grind tank, wasn't it? You could get to it.
Yeah,
and then they
it
got
was
rid of it.
Tech Tree, ISU 152 was the Tier 8 Tech Tree tank with the BL10.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember it. It was the one. It was the one everybody wanted. It was almost the Death Star of its day, wasn't it? That sort of
I still don't understand why they did what they did with that. It's not like it was overpowered, and the game had been so power crept by then. If you were going to do something about the ISU, it would have been 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Why they swapped out the BL10, I still don't understand what the actual balance decision was there. Like, how was that doing anything bad to the game? It was weird, you know. Well, what they
Yeah.
did is they turned it into a premium and sold it. So I don't know if you're cynical, then that was the.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
cynical, that was the plan the whole time. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. This company.
Good morning, old man the wise, old man the
Good
wise.
morning.
is
Good
in the
morning.
house.
Thanks for coming, man. Hey, Zimbo's here as well. I don't see this company having that much foresight. I guess really, it seems to be very reactionary a lot of times.
Yes, yes,
Um,
absolutely, doesn't it? Just, if they're going to plan something, that takes a lot to plan. Let's do this to this particular.
But I mean,
line
that
of
would be
attack.
interesting though to know like they're in their board meeting one day or their developers meeting and someone's like, hey, what we ought to do is pull the BL10 off of the ISU, give it a slightly worse gun, and then
Yeah.
6 months, year later, we'll put it back in the game as a premium and sell it. I mean, maybe. You know what? I can't discount that. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but
No. In that, I'd love to be a fly on the wall, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd just hear so much, wouldn't you?
yeah. What about? Here's another one. What about now that we're on to random musings about wargaming's marketing? Why have they not sold the Type 59 again, other than the gold thing and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think, there's another business decision. Leave it as the gold thing because that actually earns a lot of money for them.
Yeah, but
Lots
wouldn't
of
they?
money.
Don't you think they would just sell a crap ton of Type 59s?
Well, I guess, right. I guess they want the rarity value. And the rarity value is having the gold one. So, why muddy the waters with the Type 59? Just leave it as the gold and sell it once
Yeah, but
a
there's
year
crap tons of
on a
gold
black-
ones now. So many people bought them.
Yeah. Everybody's going to buy a TOG 2 as well now.
Well, the TOG 2 is one of the best tanks in the game.
Absolutely. Speedy is a speedy thing.
Don't believe me? You guys don't believe me, do you?
Mm.
Can I show
Oh,
you?
you've watched
Should
the
I
win-
show?
You've
Should I
got a 90% win rate in it, haven't you?
Not quite, but I do have 650 battles at a 65% win rate.
Most of it she did from the red line.
Yes, camping. Actually, I don't know how many of these games are in the last 3 years, but when it first came out, I rocked in this thing. Now this thing's been power crept because the number of M44s and Arty and stuff really even worse than it used to be. But I like the TOG. I had a lot of fun in the TOG. It's a good tank.
It is. This is where, if you want to enjoy the game, you do this sort of thing. You know what I mean? You do,
Yeah.
and you get fun out of it. It's you can take yourself too seriously sometimes. You've got a question from Zimbo
What's that?
about the Polish line. Am I right? The Polish line.
Currently
C60,
struggling with the
C59.
CS59, grinding toward the 63. Really, stop it. Really coping with an internal debate whether to continue. The 59 is better at tier than the 63. The 63 has that interesting thing where it goes really fast. I don't particularly care for the 63 Zimbo, but if you're grinding, why not just finish? I mean, I know everyone has to decide on where they're going to put their time, but as far as like, hey, I need to grind to the 63 and get there because it's a great tank, I can't really say that. It's pretty average for a tier 10. I know a couple of the CCs like it because of the speed. It lets them reposition and get places. So if you can leverage that capability, it is good as far as that goes. The rest of the tank is average at tier 10. But if you're a mobile guy and want to get around the match, it's hard to beat that tank. Yeah, I got my last draw. Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, TOG 2, is it really? Yeah, it's April 1st of next year. We're already there. TOG is fun to tune with friends. I've seen a lot of that because it is the rental for Commander AF's code, which is Harebrain, guys. There's a lot more of you here now. So her code this week is Harebrain, HAREBRAIN, and it's a TOG rental. So if you want to plaster the game with TOGs, type in Harebrain, get your 3-day rental, and go crazy. Wayne. Rigged.
It's all rigged. It's
all
all
rigged.
Oh, by the way, there's no competition this week, guys, because it's Easter. Unless you really want me to send you an Easter egg. There's no competition this week.
And if
There will be
if
next
he,
week,
if he
I
does
know.
send you an Easter egg, it's the ones they made yesterday, and by the time it gets to you, it might smell bad.
And we painted them in nice colours for everybody.
Yes. Zimbo with the
Think
sub.
about
I think we got him. Joker with the follow, and Thomas A. Murphy. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate the follow. Thanks for coming. We do this every Sunday for a couple hours. Sometimes we even talk about tanks
we do
on
sometimes.
occasion. On occasion.
So this is a new hat you've got then, Guido.
It is. It is. My daughter came home. She goes to UF, University of Florida. The Gators, go Gators. And I got my Florida dad hat, so I'm completely dadded out now. Completely dadded out. It's perfect though.
It doesn't have the same ring in the UK.
What's that?
We say that, if you the Florida Dad, it sort of rolls off the tongue. But if you do Florida Scunthorpe, sorry, Scunthorpe Dad doesn't really sound well, does it?
Oxford dad.
Oxford Dad,
Yeah.
Cambridge Dad, well, whatever.
Sibos has a ton of tier 9s that I'm stuck with, so so do I continue with any of them just to have one more tier 10 that will sit? I know, man. For me it was a completionist thing. I wanted to finish them all, so I did. Yep, I'm with you though. I have a lot of tier 10s that I bought and never really bothered to play. I mean, I played them all a little bit. A game or two, 10 games or whatever. But I'm with you. Tier 10 is not my. I just don't enjoy tier 10 that much. It's a bit of a mess.
I think I've only got probably 30 tier 10s, predominantly Soviet and American with a couple of Brits.
Yeah.
And obviously the TVP and all that sort of. I play them occasionally. In the hope of getting Grand Battles. I've said this before. Grand Battle map for me is the pinnacle of the game. It isn't for everybody. I get it, but for me it is. And that's I just generally I've got lots of tiers 6 to 9 of every nation. Do you know what I mean? Almost all of them.
Yeah.
Everything below that, it's piecemeal. And tier 10s, I'm not fussed about any more tier 10s, to be honest.
Now I will say this about tier 10s, guys. If you haven't tried the 7v7 brawl mode, I highly recommend it because it changes tier 10 completely.
Yes, absolutely.
The problem with tier 10, as we've talked about a lot, is the saturation. Everything's saturated. Vision, control of the map, the speed of everything to get to places. It's so hard to move around at tier 10 and do anything interesting. It's very locked down with the maps. When you make it a 7v7, it opens all those maps up again and becomes really cool. So I'm really excited for the 7v7 idea. We've done it a couple times in the past. I didn't really believe it the first time. I think this last time I played the crap out of it. I really enjoyed it. So I would, if I were you, give it a shot with your tier 10. The other thing I liked about it is I played all different tier 10s. The best game I had was in the K91. I did like, I don't know what it was, 5,000 damage or something in a K91 and a 7v7 because I could do something other than go to the standard places and get locked down.
Yeah.
You need to stick together, but it's kind of, which part of the map do you go to? And it makes scouting really important because your scout might go and just look at another flank and prove they're not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool. Really cool.
Well, hey, you got me chocolate. Thank you.
Brawl at tier 8 would be awesome, actually.
Wouldn't it just? Yeah. Wouldn't it just?
It would. I think it would be less interesting as you get lower, though, because then you start running into the problem of, at tier 6 you kind of need all those tanks, to make it work.
Yeah.
But at 8, 9, or 10, brawl mode would actually probably work.
Yeah, I think it quite right. I was just going to say that, Howie. They should make it a permanent feature. Like they've got stronghold battles and all that. They should do a 7 versus 7 mode for tier 10s, so you can go in at any time and enjoy the game again. Because at tier 10, it's always a struggle when you're 15 versus 15. Again, in my opinion, unless you're on a grand battle map where you've got more maneuverability. I love maneuver warfare. It's what I was brought up with. It's what I've always been taught in the military. Maneuver warfare is all about getting about the place and applying the gun to where it's needed. You know what I mean? And it's great fun. And to do 7 versus 7 at tier 10 is the pinnacle of this game, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, the beauty is you don't get randomly deleted usually in 7v. In a 15v15, you get in the wrong spot. You can a couple huge arty and a giant TD hits you, and then you get rushed by 3 mediums, and that can happen at every tier. Noted, got it. But at tier 10, it's especially dangerous. You can be deleted so easily at tier 10, and sometimes not even really know. It, if you're new to the game, you really have no idea what the hell just happened. But even I will go, I don't even know what on the heck. How did I? This is a kind of standard spot. I was here, and then just bap, 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 and you're out of the game.
Yeah, it's amazing when you've just poked out at the wrong time, and then you get your battle indications, and about 6 of them all come in like that. You go, oh, I know that just absolutely mullered.
It's like last week's Miserable Monday video on Monday where I was driving the 121 and we were having a win, and an FV was left, and I see him, I shoot on him, I start to drive down, and he hits me for I don't know 1,700 or whatever it was.
You're like,
yeah, Wayne, exactly. Deleted. Bye bye.
Just around midnight, you've just cracked me up, mate. Tier 3 with all the gold spamming stat spadders is compared to Tim. Yeah. That German premium, what's it called, the PS, whatever it is, that just mullers everything in Tier 3.
Yes, platoons in Brawl. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you're a larger percentage of the team, right? If you got 3 good players, you're nearly 50% of the team is good players, and you're all working together against only 7 of them. Yeah, absolutely. The platoons. I mean, maybe they might want to think about making platoons in Brawl only 2. Are they 2, or can you do 3? I think you can do 3.
I was going to say make it 2. Yeah.
I think you can do 3 though.
Yeah.
Crowd
that would be interesting. 2-man platoons in Brawl.
Yeah. Crowd has the mouse, 3K spotted, 2 and an EBR done. Yeah.
Oh, you won't believe this game against an EBR. Had an EBR, it got stuck against the wall like this. It was either on mines, I can't remember which map it was, but it went and got stuck on the wall. So I was going to farm him. So I got behind him and farmed him. All his teammates come up behind me, didn't they, and just absolutely wasted me. But I didn't care. I just wanted to kill this wheelie because it was stuck. The first time I've ever seen a wheel bloody tank stuck against the wall. So I was like, bang, bang, bang. I was losing hit points all the time because they were shooting me up the arse, and I couldn't care less. I just wanted to kill the wheelie.
When I was still playing EBRs, I did that on stream. I actually rolled the EBR and landed on the top.
You didn't, really?
Yeah. I'm like, how does anybody turtle an EBR? That's amazing. But I did it.
I think you're the only one that's ever done that in the game, you know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody coming by, man. I got to get going. We're going to do our Easter thing. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Any parting shots or questions from the peanut gallery out there, let me know. Once again, Pilgrim, thanks for coming by.
Pleasure.
As always.
Great to be here.
And a good crowd today. Really appreciate everybody coming out. Lots of follows. Fantastic. Couple subs. Very good. Next stream, Triple M, guys. I will be streaming tomorrow on stackup.org, which is a military charity, mental health, suicide awareness, that kind of thing. That starts at 4 Central, 1600 Central in the afternoon, goes for 2 hours. My next stream will be planned on Friday, next Friday, sometime in the morning, usually between 9 and 11 Central. I'll start and go for 3 hours. There might be one in between if I get some time. You know, the pop-ups always happen, so go ahead and set up your alerts if you want to know when I am streaming. The Sunday thing, we talk. We don't really play on Sunday, but Pilgrim comes by a lot. I'm happy to platoon. I platoon with a lot of you guys out there, so the new people who are watching. I do requests. My account has nearly every tank on it, just about, minus some of the reward tanks, so we can do all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. I'm done talking. That's all the words I have.
Yeah, you run out of words.
The words just.
Yep.
All right, that's all I've got from the left side of the Atlantic.
And this is Pilgrim signing off from the correct side of the Atlantic. Happy Easter, guys.
Have a good Easter, guys. See ya.